Yeah, my sunscreen obsession is so real, guys. I think this is third or fourth video in the year of 2025, I think, on the topic of sunscreens. Anyway, let's dive into today's video, in which we will be speaking about 18 different sunscreens that are so light in weight and are apt for the current summer season. I haven't included any fluid sunscreens because I've reviewed it 1 month before separately, 5 fluid sunscreens. So I will leave the link in the iCard. You can go ahead and check that if you want to know my opinion on famous fluid sunscreens. These 18 sunscreens are categorized into 4 different categories based on their texture and formula. We will be looking into each category separately. Okay, so yeah, before that I want to give a context of a few things. If you are a beginner, you can stay and hear this. If you're not a beginner, you can directly jump to the recommendations. So first, I'm going to be giving only terminologies like whether it's chemical or hybrid or old gen filter or a new gen filter. So I personally feel you have to understand what all of them are before going into the recommendation, so that you don't feel left out. Okay, chemical sunscreens are sunscreens that has got UV filters that will absorb UV rays and convert them into heat. Physical sunscreens are sunscreens which have got filters that will reflect UV rays. And then we have hybrid sunscreens, in which both chemical and physical filters are used. Okay, these chemical and hybrid sunscreens are going to be in this video, so I will often mention them as chemical or hybrid sunscreen, so I have wanted to give a context on that. And the next two terminologies I'll be referring to often will be old gen filter or new gen filter. Old gen filters are filters that are invented long back. They are not that stable. They need some effort to make them stable, and they are not that great on human skin and also on environment. They are good filters, but still they are not the best. While new gen filters are filters that are recently invented, considering the negative side of old gen filters. So they will be stable, they have very less or no harmful effect on human skin or on environment. So these are the terminologies I'll be repeating often, so I just thought you should have a context so that you understand the recommendations better. Okay, now without any further ado, let's begin with this video. But before that, if this is the first time you're here, hi, I'm Soundarya. I make unfiltered and relevant beauty content here on YouTube and on Instagram. If that sounds like your thing, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button, ring the bell, and hit follow on my Instagram. Now without any further ado, let's begin with the video. So the first category is going to be thick paste category. Now these are like gel paste. These are thick in texture, but once you dot it on your face and blend it out, these are gonna blend very easily, and it feels very lightweight, dry touch and matte finish on your face. Now I would prefer you to dot these sunscreens and blend it rather using 2-finger rule. That's something that I personally prefer. Okay, so the first sunscreen in this category is Pilgrim 5% oil free, 5% niacinamide oil free super light gel sunscreen. Now this is a complete chemical sunscreen that uses old gen filters. The sun protection factor here is 50 plus and PA 4 times plus. Now this sunscreen, as I already mentioned, has got that thick texture. You have to dot and blend it. It's gonna give you that dry touch matte finish, very light in weight, a beautiful sunscreen. If you have oily, normal and combination skin with acne prone condition, you're gonna love this one. Works beautifully under makeup, but one thing you have to keep in mind while using this is that this has got 5% niacinamide in it. So if you are someone who uses niacinamide serum as well, make sure to calculate the percentage and do it well. Okay, so that's something that I wanted to give it as a tip. And the next sunscreen in the same category is from Deconstruct. It's their gel sunscreen. Now in my last sunscreen review video, I did review the sunscreen lotion from Deconstruct, which has got similar packaging. I said it's very tough to blend and it takes time to blend. People thought that I'm reviewing gel sunscreen and came at me fighting, no, Deconstruct sunscreen is so good, why did you tell that and all that. I was like, oh, is that gel sunscreen that great? Then I have to buy it and try it. I did, and I've fallen in love with the sunscreen, guys. Thank you so much for this recommendation. Firstly, it's a chemical sunscreen with old gen filters. The sun protection factor here is 55 plus, PA triple plus. Now again, this is a grainy textured sunscreen. Once you dot and blend it, it's going to give you the dry touch matte finish. An amazing sunscreen, feels so light in weight. No matter how many sunscreens are gonna come, this will always remain as one of my favorite sunscreens. Not only me, many oily skinned girlies always have the sunscreen at the top one. So it's an amazing sunscreen. If you haven't tried this yet, you should definitely give it a try. If you have oily, normal, combination skin, if you want something that's dry touch and matte, very light in weight, then this is the one to go for. And the next category is going to be encapsulated filter based sunscreen. Now encapsulated filters are basically, you people know UV filters, right? UV filters are ingredients that's going to give you sun protection. Now these UV filters could be very irritating to sensitive skin, especially chemical filters. Okay, many times physical sunscreens or mineral sunscreens are recommended for sensitive skin because it irritates sensitive skin very less. But when you use a chemical sunscreen, chances are high that your skin, especially if you have sensitivity, your skin is going to get irritated. So for that, what the technology gave us is encapsulated filters. So what they basically do is they take the UV filter and then they encapsulate it so that the filter doesn't come in direct contact with your skin. That's called encapsulated filters. And in recent times, encapsulated sunscreens are making rounds in the Indian market. All these three I have here now with me are new launches. So I think DU had first encapsulated filters, I think, and after that many affordable brands started doing it. We have three with us, as I already mentioned. The first one is Deconstruct Invisible Water Sunscreen. Now this is a chemical sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filters. The sun protection factor here is 50 PA 4 times plus. Now this is a grainy sunscreen. Like once you pump it out, you're gonna see this thick paste, and not too thick, but kind of a thick paste with grainy texture in it. But once you blend it on your skin, it's gonna blend very easily, giving you that hydration. And also it's gonna blend without any white cast or without any effort. Like you just need to do this and it's gonna blend and settle down into your skin. And this gives you a dewy finish at the beginning, but once you let it settle for about 2 to 3 minutes, it's going to give you that semi matte type of a finish. An amazing sunscreen if you are someone who is looking for an invisible hydrating sunscreen, then this is the one to go for. But although this is an encapsulated sunscreen, I wouldn't recommend it for sensitive skin because of the addition of color in here. Now I am not really sure what was going on the minds of these Deconstruct product team. I never expected this from this brand, to add a color in a leave-in product, but they did. So if you are someone who's okay with color, or if you are someone who doesn't have any sensitivity, then you can definitely go for this one. But again, if you have sensitive skin, then avoid this. Invisible water sunscreen will be a perfect option for normal and combination skin, again with no sensitive skin condition. And the next sunscreen that we are going to speak about is from Earth Rhythm. They again launched an encapsulated sunscreen. Now this is Aqua Surge. They launched two variants in the same one. One is Glow Surge and the other one is Aqua Surge. I have the Aqua Surge one. Glow Surge is more of a fluid type and it has got ingredients that works well for pigmentation, while this is an hydrating sunscreen. As the name says, it's Aqua Surge, it's hydrating sunscreen, and not sunscreen, it's a face moisturizer. At least the brand positions it as a face moisturizer with protection in it. Okay, so basically they say if you are someone who is on the go, if you want a product that will moisturize and also give you the protection, then this is the one to go for. This product has got higher SPF, like SPF of 60, and PA 4 plus is what is written over here on the tube, but I've seen influencers saying PA 5 plus. It's an avobenzene free sunscreen. This is a chemical sunscreen with the old gen and new gen filters. This has got that runny gel type of a texture. Once you apply it on your skin, you can feel that cooling, soothing sensation, and it blends out very easily. You don't even have to put any effort. It blends very easily, and it kind of gives that demi matte finish. Works beautifully under makeup. As I already mentioned, if you're someone who's on the go, you can definitely try this one out. If you have normal and combination skin, you can definitely try this. But if you are someone with skin sensitivity, if you have sensitive skin condition, this is not the one to go for. The reason is again the addition of color. This is light blue in color. I have the contact of Earth Rhythm's PR team. I went ahead and asked why there is an addition of color, because I haven't seen any products from Earth Rhythm with color in it. This is the first time I'm coming across something with color, a leave-in product with color. I went ahead and asked, and the PR team discussed with the product team, and they reverted me back saying that the color is added in very small quantity, so it's not going to have any harmful effect on your skin. So which is a good thing, but still I feel, what is the point of adding a color? Because I think as a creator, as a consumer, I feel we are past those aesthetic appeal of skincare. We are into skincare that will really show us result. If we are in that era, I personally feel addition of color in a leave-in product is absolutely unnecessary, but they did, at least they took care of the amount they used. But still, I wouldn't recommend it for skin that is sensitive. So otherwise, it's a very good sunscreen. Again, if you have normal combination skin with no skin sensitivity or acne, then this is the one to go for. The third sunscreen in the encapsulated category is again a new launch. This is from Be Body Bites. It's their ultra light sunscreen. Now this is a chemical sunscreen with fully new age filters, again an encapsulated one. This sunscreen has got no hormonal disruptors. This is a fragrance free and also color free formula. If you are someone with sensitive skin looking for an encapsulated sunscreen that will be suitable for your skin, avoid the first two things I said and go for this one, okay? And this has got SPF 50 PA triple plus. Now the best part about this sunscreen is that if you have acne prone skin, then this is the perfect option, because they have added this ingredient called Ax0, which is sourced from South Korea. This particular ingredient is anti-acne. They also added niacinamide in it, which will also help in sebum control. So in all, it's a perfect sunscreen for acne prone skin. No matter what your skin type is, whether it's oily, normal, combination or dry, if you have acne prone skin, forget all other recommendation and go for this one, because this really helps if you have acne prone skin. And the next category is going to be gel and gel creme. Now you people know how the texture of gel and gel creme would be. This category has got more sunscreen recommendations than all those three. So the first one is from Dr. Sheth's, their Haldi and Hyaluronic Acid sunscreen. Now this is a hybrid sunscreen. All the sunscreens from Dr. Sheth's are hybrid sunscreens. Now many gel sunscreens majorly have old gen filters, but they add zinc oxide to it, so which makes them hybrid sunscreen. This is a hybrid sunscreen with SPF 450 PA triple plus. It's a very light gel. As the name says, it has got turmeric in it, which will give it a slight yellowish hue. As I already mentioned, it's a very light gel. Once you blend it out, it feels very light and kind of mattifying on the skin. And one more thing is that if you have oily skin, this can feel that bit hydrating, and if you have a combination normal or dry skin, this will not give you that hydrating effect and all that. You will feel like applying a normal gel sunscreen, but if you have oily skin, this can feel that you can feel a little bit of hydration from the sunscreen. It's a perfect sunscreen for oily, normal and combination skin. And also if you have acne, then you can definitely try the sunscreen, because turmeric works the best for acne. A beautiful sunscreen. Again, all the sunscreens from Dr. Sheth's are great. You just have to choose one according to your skin type. And the next sunscreen is from Fix Derma. It's their shadow sunscreen range. I have the SPF 30 plus PA triple plus. Now one thing I have to say here is, if you have acne And if you feel that SPF 50 is too much for you, let's say for example you are using a sunscreen and it constantly breaking you out, I would recommend you to use SPF 30 and see whether your acne is getting controlled or not. Because I've seen an influencer who said that her dermatologist recommended her SPF 30 and she was recommended not to use SPF 50 because of her acne condition. So if you have that acne breakout, if SPF 50 is triggering those breakouts, then you have to switch to SPF 30 and see how it's performing on your skin. Okay. Yeah, coming to this sunscreen, it's again a light gel that blends beautifully into the skin. Again, whenever I apply this sunscreen, I feel it's kind of calming and soothing to my skin. I really love this sunscreen, guys. And if you have oily, normal and combination skin, you are going to love this. They also have a SPF 50 variant as well, so you can definitely try this one. This is a 40-gram tube and just for rupees 220, very affordable one. So yeah, definitely try. And the next sunscreen is from Plum. This is one of the OG sunscreens. It's their green tea and zinc oxide sunscreen. Now this is again a hybrid sunscreen with Olgin filters and zinc oxide in it. This has got SPF of 50 PA4+. Now I would recommend this sunscreen if you have oily, normal and combination skin with mild acne condition, because this has got ingredients that will help with your acne situation. And this is slightly thicker gel, but once you apply and blend it out, it blends very easily, very beautifully, and settles down as a nice matte finish, lightweight sunscreen. That's something I really love about it. And the next sunscreen I have is Photostable Gold. It is a super matte sunscreen. Actually, this is that sunscreen if you want that primer matte finish. Like if you use a silicone based primer, it would prime, it would blur your skin and it will make your skin look matte, right? This will give you a similar finish. And this is something that my dermat recommended to me when I had some dry patch. So this is SPF 55 PA++. As I already mentioned, it's a very it is that lotiony gel type of a texture. Once you start blending it, it will disappear in seconds. Such an amazing sunscreen it is, but it can feel a bit silicone-y. As I already mentioned, it has got that primer matte type of a finish, so that silicone-y feel is there. Okay, so if you have oily skin, this is the perfect one for you. But if you have a normal combination of dry skin, make sure to use a good moisturizer underneath. This is hypoallergenic, so if you are allergic to any sunscreen, then try this one. This can work. And the price is little bit on the higher side for a 50-gram sunscreen, but again, if it fits your budget, you can definitely go for this. An amazing sunscreen for sure. And the next sunscreen that I'm going to speak about is an underrated gem. It's very affordable. This is from Good Vibes. It's their Cica sunscreen with SPF of 50 PA 4+. Now this is a lightweight gel creme. Now when I say gel, many of the sunscreens that I'm going to mention in this video have silicone in it, but this is a silicone free lightweight gel cream type of a texture. It has Cica in it, and it also has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it. So together, if you have oily skin, this can be the best of sunscreen for you. And this is a mix of old gen and new gen filter. The most affordable sunscreen in this category, in this list. This you get 50 gram of SPF 50 PA 4++ for just rupees 240 rupees. When it comes to the fixed derma one, you're gonna get SPF 30 40 grams for 220 rupees, but this is SPF 50 grams for 240. So this is the most affordable sunscreen in this list. A beautiful one at it, guys. When you apply and blend it, it's going to blend into your skin within seconds, and it's going to give you that beautiful glow with no greasiness as such. If you have oily, normal or combination or even dry skin, looking for a sunscreen that's little bit hydrating, very light in weight, and which gives you little bit of glow, then this is the one to go for. An affordable one. I think you all must definitely try this at least once. And the next sunscreen is from Dermaco. It's their 1% hyaluronic acid sunscreen. Now, do I even have to say anything about this sunscreen? Such an amazing sunscreen. Like, be it oily skin, normal, combination, or dry, you're gonna really love this. When you apply it, it feels very hydrating and soothing on your skin. That's something I really love with any sunscreen. It's again a hybrid formula with old gen and new gen sunscreen filters with SPF 50 PA 4 times plus, blends very easily, settles down as a matte and lightweight sunscreen. An amazing sunscreen, again, you must definitely try. Next two sunscreens that I'm going to recommend are for oily skinned people. Like, many times oily skin can face this. They will need a lightweight sunscreen, but they will feel that those lightweight sunscreens are very less for their skin, so they will go for some heavy or thick sunscreens that may feel greasy for them. So I mean, it's kind of tough for dry skin also sometimes. So if you have dry skin looking for a lightweight yet hydrating sunscreen, then these two options are for you, gel based. Okay, first one is from this brand called Conscious Chemist. This is Sun Drink. Now, this is a hybrid sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filter, SPF 50 PA 4 times plus. This has ceramide in it. When you apply it, it feels very soothing and it's hydrating on your skin, and it blends very easily. It gives that demi matte finish, especially if you have dry skin looking for a ceramide based sunscreen that's lightweight and gel type, then this is the perfect sunscreen to go for. And the next one is from Pilgrim. It's their 1% hyaluronic acid sunscreen. Now, this has got SPF 50 PA triple plus. This is the launch they did last year. I think every year in the summer season they launch a new sunscreen. This time they launched 4 sunscreen, by the way. Again, a chemical sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filters. It's again this lotiony gel type of a formula. When you blend it, it blends very easily, but it gives you the dewy finish, very hydrating, sits lightweight on the skin, perfect for dry skinned people. You can see how much I've used it. I love using this when it's winter, so a very good sunscreen, very light in weight but hydrating, so perfect for dry skin. And the next category is called thin cream or lotion. Now, these are lightweight sunscreens that feels like a lotion but blends out very easily and feels very lightweight. Okay, and also I have to say one thing about this category sunscreens work beautiful under makeup. All of these sunscreen work well under makeup. Like, for me personally, I'm a makeup lover. If a sunscreen doesn't really work well under makeup, I don't like it. So all of these work really well, but these 4 sunscreens that I'm going to speak about are the perfect options to use under makeup. The first one is from Minimalist. It's their multivitamin sunscreen. This has got SPF 50 PA 4 times plus. This is a hybrid sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filter. It feels like a cream, a thick cream at it, but when you blend it out, it settles down as this demi matte, very light in weight type of a sunscreen. Very good sunscreen. If you have oily, combination or normal skin type, then this is the perfect sunscreen for you. And the next one is from Foxtail. It's their SPF 70 PA 4 times plus. This is their cover up sunscreen. This is the mattifying version. They also have a dewy version. If you are someone who goes out regularly, you can wear a sunscreen with higher SPF. Make sure to reapply again, but wearing a higher SPF may really work for you. So this is a very good sunscreen. And Foxtail, I personally feel, is a brand that uses new generation filters always, but they are kind of underrated. So it's a chemical sunscreen with new gen filters in it. Again, as I already mentioned, very lightweight lotion. Once you blend it, it blends within seconds and settles down as a lightweight matte finish type of a sunscreen, perfect for oily, normal and combination skin. And the next sunscreen I have is from Dot & Key. It's their watermelon sunscreen. Now, I can understand, no matter what, this sunscreen will always remain top 1 for me, because I was using Kaya sunscreen and Neutrogena sunscreen. Those 2 sunscreens always made my skin itchy, and it makes my skin burn a lot. It made my eyes burn a lot. in my opinion, sunscreens were always something that will irritate my skin until I stumbled upon this sunscreen. This is the first sunscreen that gave me that cooling sensation. I used to be scared of sunscreen. I always avoided wearing sunscreens at home because of how it made my skin feel, but this is the first sunscreen that made me feel very cooling and very soothing. I started loving sunscreens after I started using this. Yeah, it's a hybrid sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filters, SPF 50, PA triple plus. As I already mentioned, cooling and soothing, blends very beautifully, settles down as a light finish sunscreen. Perfect if you have normal and combination skin. If you have oily skin, you can try their yellow one, which is fluid like and it's more light in weight, but this one I would recommend for normal and combination skin. And the next sunscreen is again from Dot & Key. This is their Blueberry Barrier Repair Sunscreen. Now this has got SPF 50, PA 4+. Again, a hybrid sunscreen with a mix of old gen and new gen filters. Dot & Key has a similar combination of UV filters across all of their sunscreens. As at least whatever I used, I noticed that thing. And yeah, it's a hydrating lightweight sunscreen. As I mentioned before, sometimes dry skin people can get sunscreens that feels a little bit greasy and heavy. It's very tough for dry skinned person to get a hydrating yet lightweight sunscreen. This is such kind of a sunscreen. Like, it is very light lotion type of a texture, and once you blend it out, it blends very easily, and it's hydrating but it's also light in weight. So very beautiful sunscreen. If you have dry skin, you must definitely check this one out. An amazing sunscreen. That was my last recommendation. I have 3 more options, and these 3 are not something that I've used personally, but I've heard great things about those sunscreens. So I will give it as an option, so you can definitely try if you are interested. First one is D-Equal Ultra Matte, again a matte finish sunscreen that's perfect for oily skin. Number 2 is Dr. Sheth's Centella and Niacinamide sunscreen, a beautiful sunscreen. A sunscreen that is similar to Deconstruct Gel sunscreen and Pilgrim sunscreen, a thick paste that settles down as a matte finish. And third one is Dermaco's Ultra Matte or Matte sunscreen, again a perfect sunscreen for oily skin. So those 3 options are something that I heard great things about, but I did not buy and try because I already have so many sunscreens with me. So yeah, if you can refer to other reviews before buying, I just gave it as some options. Okay, so yeah, with that, it's a wrap. I really hope you all found this video useful and informative. Let me know what sunscreen you are going to select from this list, or which is that sunscreen that's too favorite for you and is very light in weight. Let me know those in the comments. I'll meet you all in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye.